I even did that. You did it here. It's like, oh, this is so awesome.
Happy Thursday, Friday Junior, everybody. It's your girl C-Wit with another C-Wit session. What's a C-Wit session? I'm so glad you asked. A C-Wit session is a pop-up interview in a pop-up location with a surprise guest. Surprise! I'm in my old stomping grounds, dear West Side High School. Some call it West Side Leadership Academy. But we are actually on stage with the one and only, the comedian himself, Travele Judon. Hey, T.
How you doing? I'm so glad to be here. And you picked the good location.
I did, and all rightfully so, because in a matter of days, November 15th, you and Tamar Braxton, and all these folks are going to be right here on the stage at 900 Jerry Street, and I connected with your buddy, my buddy, Markeisha Coleman, and she said, hey, why don't you chat with T and let's get the word out about the show, as if it's not everywhere already. Were you on the Ricky Smiley show or on the station 106?
I was on 6.3.
Yeah, I was like, man,
106.3, 102. Y'all don't feel bad, but I think we're almost close to sold out. So the stuff I'm doing next week, I might just cancel that because I'm feeling lazy because I want to focus on the show and not promoting it.
Okay, well, you know what? Well, I'm glad I got you in. And let me tell you, my first path cross with you was very recently, right here on the stage. Less than a week ago, we had Donnie McClurkin, West Side Theater Guild, and you were the host. And can I just say how phenomenally funny, engaging, and entertaining you were?
Oh, man, that made me blush.
But it's true. I was like, is this the... And I was like, hey, that's you.
That's
and I got a chance to check your comedy, Steve. It's clean, but it's like belly aching funny. How do you manage that balance, T?
I try to be very relatable. I learned that because when I first started doing comedy, I was just trying to say stuff that was funny. And I realized that people want stuff they can relate to or whatnot. So that's kind of like, the biggest thing is be very relatable. And that's, since I say stuff that's relatable and I talk about stuff that people can relate to, I think that's what makes people laugh.
Yeah.
And on that show, a lot of the stuff I want to talk about didn't make it to that show because I only have very small time limit. So I go in so much detail about me as a person and my good parts and my bad parts and just transparencies,
Well, I did the live broadcast on behalf of the Gary Community School Corporation, since that was the West Side Theater Guild. Shout out to State Senator Mark Spencer.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
Yes. And so I was recording. So please go back and watch the Donnie McClurkin so you can see this comedian. But go to the part, if you fast forward or whatever, when you talk about how long you kept the same pair of pants. Yes. So just a little synopsis of how young people just, they go through clothes because they got to be fashionable, stylish, and you went from down here to the pedal pushers to the swim trunks to the drawers. I mean, we were rolling.
Two words, budget cuts.
Exactly. Now, do you have a writer, or is all your material originally yours?
So, honestly, I just started using writers. But the stuff I did the other day was all me. The stuff that I've had, so pretty much what I have is I have like an outline of what people say if you get on stage and you just go on top of your dome, if you're doing an hour, it's a lie. Nobody, there is no comic that's getting on stage doing an hour off the top of their head. It's impossible. Because literally, it's a different keeping attention for somebody for 5 minutes than keeping it for an hour, right? And so I had an outline and the stuff in it, and so we use a term called punch it up. And what that is like, all right, this is what I'm going to say, and another comic come back, but you say it this way, it'd be funnier or whatever else. So so they'll come in, they'll kind of punch up, but the material, the raw stuff is still me. It's just they'll come in and they may remove a word, add a phrase, and make it from good to great. And I have two amazing writers and comedian BLT, who the blessing is the first ever show I ever did, I was his opening act.
Nice.
And so now he writes for me, which is a blessing.
How full circle.
Yeah, and then comedian Mo Good. Mo Good is so phenomenal. She's still a babe in comedy, but you can just tell her raw talent is like, she's a superstar.
You can see it. You can see it. Well, I would venture to say the same thing about you. He's straight out of Chicago, right over the state line.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your growing ups.
So I grew up in the south side of Chicago. Back then, you know, grammar schools had preschool, Head Start, all that. So I was at Burnside Academy from preschool, Head Start, kindergarten through 8th grade. So I was there like I went 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
You know? I'm a product of Morgan Park High School.
Morgan Park? That's a good
Southside.
school.
Yeah, and I was a big band head.
Okay.
And I went to school at Jackson State University in Mississippi.
JSU, okay.
Yeah, played for the Sonic Boom in the South. So
All
love
right.
there. I came back, and like I said, I was just trying to find my way. And, you know, comedy has always been a thing, but I was afraid to do it for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was afraid to do it. And
I mean, because you don't want to get booed.
yeah,
and what
Apollo
you think
would
is
make you,
funny.
Apollo would scare you. Apollo would, that Apollo. I used to be young. I used to watch Apollo at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I see people get booed to terrify me. 'Cause I was like,
You feel bad for him, like
Like,
through the TV, like, oh.
I just can't see myself going up there getting booed. Like
Yeah.
you have to put this work into this craft, and then you get booed. Like, it's so bad.
Well, let me tell you another thing that I noticed, like I'm this newly appointed comedian critic, but here's what I noticed. So Donnie McClurkin, that was a sold out event, obviously, because the tickets were free, right?
I'm gonna go live with her. I wanna
Go live on a live.
We're gonna go live.
And it was full. And as you know, Westside Leadership Academy Auditorium holds 1,999 people, right? So I knew that. I know that.
What a number.
Yeah, 1999, right? So it wasn't an empty seat out there. Yet we all felt like you were talking just to us. You were able to
Really?
engage. You engaged the birthday girl. You had us screaming. Then you had people testifying and standing up because there was a gospel element to it.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Yes.
Oh, we
because
hope
that
they come
camera
in.
just quit on me, but it's up here
It
anyway.
happens.
Yeah, it does. That's why I go from
Modern
so many angles.
technology, yeah.
If you're just tuning in, where have you been? We are at Westside with Travele Judon. This is a powerful name. We'll talk about that in a minute. And I know it's funny because I do public relations. I'm actually the newly appointed public relations chief officer for the Gary schools proper, but for others as well. And so when this first came out, can I tell you, because it was the early promos, people kept inboxing me, and I hadn't seen it yet. And they were like, "Is Tamar Braxton coming to Westside?" I was like, "Donnie McClurkin." They were like, "No, there's a flyer out here that says Tamar Braxton is coming to Gary." And I was like, "Well, send it to me." And I clicked on the link. I was like, "Looks legit to me." I said, "People rent out our theater." And we've had Bill Cosby on the stage. We've had Ray Charles on this stage. We've had
everybody
Shirley
on the stage.
Caesar. Yeah. We've had Travele Judon on this stage. So here we are, just about sold out. The VIP is just gone. So we're going to just put that out there.
I added some more, and they get taken.
Every time, huh?
Yeah, and so I did not sell the pit because I wanted the hand select I put in the pit.
Oh, nice.
So like the young birthday lady from the Donnie show, I was like, yeah, you're going to the pit because I want, like for me, I want energy here. Like, like for example, I love my pops. I love my dad. My dad will not be in the pit. Never.
No energy from Pop.
My dad is low vibration. Oh, that was cool, son. That's
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, he's too cool for school.
Okay.
So I want people in the front that's gonna be hype, and because and that's why I always tell people all the time, like, give energy because the performers feed off the audience. We feed off each other,
Yes.
And so the biggest thing was I wanted to have people in the front that's going to be fun, and because my show is not just comedy.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of music too.
So let's go through it. It's called The Revival Live. So I'm going to change I didn't have my glasses on. I'm going to change the title of the video. I don't know where I had the Revival Night from, but at least I got the revival part right. It's The Revival Live. So we having church and comedy and fun. What we having?
So basically, last year, 2023, I was in a very, very dark place. I lost my best friend in a truck accident. It was a trucking company I owned, and so I was on a Ty Tribbett tour. I was Ty Tribbett's tour host. And during that time,
congratulations on that. I'm sorry. That's huge. We love Ty.
Yeah. What's crazy is he can't make his mom be here. His mom is doing my compassion appeal, so Miss Tribbett will be in the house. So I'm very excited to see her. And I even know she was like, I'm a fan of Travele's, and I know she saw me on tour, but I didn't think she would use those words, right?
Right.
So yeah, I was in this dark place, and I remember like what would make me feel better was, I'll play with my kids, we'd be playing, doing TikToks, and or I listen to music, and for me, like, I pull motivation from not just gospel, but even R&B and rap. Like my favorite song of all time, and they're gonna hate me for it because it's gonna. I turn the song to a dang near Kojic song.
Lay it on.
Kanye West Stronger. Stronger
is okay. No, don't get me started.
I will give it away. Strong is a part of my intro,
okay.
And myself, the background dancers are going to murder it. So this is going to be a full-on production. Like, I promise you one thing: the type of show you're going to see here in the Revival Live comedically is not being done. So everybody has their own lane. I decided to create my own lane and walk in it. And I realized that I am different than other people, and I'm okay with that, And I learned also when God gave me the vision, it's okay not to share with everybody, because I talk to a comic about it, and they'll say, "Oh, you don't need all that." No, you need all that for your show.
Your show,
but
right?
For my show, this is what I want.
That's for me and my house.
Exactly. Come on, man.
Yes.
And so that's the Revival. So Revival Live, honestly, is an open love letter to my supporters, and also to my dearly departed friend. Like, we're gonna be okay. And I'm hoping that, my prayer is that whatever people are going through, for that moment, we can kind of leave it at the door and just enjoy yourself. Like, stress is killing our people. Stress is killing us. And it's like we have to figure out how to compartmentalize that. So when we hear, I am coming to bring you the stress relievers.
Yeah, because you were telling people at the show with Donnie McClurkin, like, you can laugh. Everybody loosen up. This is
let it go. Like, you come in here, you're all saved, sanctified. No, let it go. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to breathe. It's so, like, I understand. Like I said, we're all going through stuff, and then I feel like the revival comes at a great time because honestly, so many of our people was disappointed in the election results.
We need a revival.
And so many people are kind of going through a situation of what I'm going to do. And I believe one thing, and I've never wavered, is that I know God got me no matter what. It didn't matter who they elected. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, and we got to remember the God that we serve, real talk, because this is the same God that we didn't know what he was going to do when gas was $6 a gallon, but we made it, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And so let's not forget, let's stop telling our God our problems. Let's start telling our problems who our God is.
How big and wonderful he is.
Yes.
So now I have the flyer in my hand, but I don't have my glasses on. Here you go. It's a whole lineup. I see Tamar on there, Tay-Tay, but like, there's so many more.
So it's Tamar Braxton who.
How'd you do that? Come on.
So right now, I'm filming a show called The Opener right now. Okay. And the reason why it's called The Opener is because I have been the opening act. Donnie McClurkin was the 32nd celebrity I've opened for. So to name a few, I've done Frankie Beverly Mays, God rest her soul.
Yes.
I've done Stephanie Mills. I've done comedian Monique, Sherry Shepard, Ty Tribbett, Kurt Franklin, Fred Hammond, Shirley Caesar, Pastor Mike Jr., Fantasia. I've worked with so many people, but I don't want to be a professional opening act. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what you want. You don't want to go down in history as like he just opened.
It happens though. It like literally, and it's no shade to them, but like, for example, like you look at a Kevin Hart flyer, who's on it? Just Kevin. But the Plastic Cup Boys are his openers. But remove Kevin. Are they selling out arenas? No.
They are not. Okay.
No.
Okay.
And they're paid great, but they're professional opening acts. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But what I see myself as is not that.
Okay.
And so while I enjoy working for Kurt and all that, I don't want to tell you how I know the plug. I just want to be the plug, period.
I love it. If you're just tuning in, where have you been? I'm Chelsea Whittington, a CWIT session with Travele, Judon. I mean, all the names that you have listed, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and claim it. I'm listing your name amongst those as the headliner. So this show, is this Netflix or can you say it?
I can't say.
But I thought I was getting breaking news.
Just know, I will tell you this. Netflix is the leading person right now.
Okay.
So basically, I'll just tell you what's going on.
Okay.
My first special, when I came off of Kurt Franklin tour, I was signed to Amazon Prime. Okay. The deal was not a very good deal. Okay. I'm be very transparent. I'll give you breaking news. I was paid $10,000 for that special. And they came and they took care of everything. Since then, the platform has made over $500,000 off of
Don't you hate that?
And I
Your
only
talent.
had $10,000 to show for it. And they owe me nothing else. But the reason why is because I don't own the intellectual property of what I created. The show you saw on that show, the show you saw there, I worked the material throughout the whole Lonely Love tour with Kurt Franklin. And so I worked the material, worked the time and delivery, all that stuff just for somebody else to own it.
That's a lesson here.
So now for me, the important part of it now is I need to own my own intellectual property.
That's right.
And so this time I didn't want nobody to come in and pay for it. I wanted to struggle through it and pay for it myself.
Because it belongs to you.
I'll own it. So even like, I'm even taking a bold stand. I'm not gonna lie, I got the idea from Ali Sadiq. A few of my favorite jokes from Heir to the Throne, I put it in this show because I'm like, it's mine.
Exactly.
I want to make money off my own stuff.
Exactly.
You know, so I added some of that to it as well. And that's just, that's me like understanding again, like just really understanding the importance of ownership, and that's the big piece of it.
Well, there's somebody's going to see this and learn because, sometimes we hear the label, ooh, Amazon Prime, but it's still a great opportunity because you will always have that in your pedigree, your profile. But moving forward, we know that you have to, copyright and trademark and own intellectual.
You need to own
Get you a
your
good
own
lawyer
stuff.
that will make sure.
Even that, I didn't read. I read the contract, but I didn't pay nobody to read the contract for me. I just for me, I was like, I just need the $10,000. I was broke. I need the $10,000. And I signed it, and it's like, and so like now, like I said, filming a reality show called The Opener, filming the Revival Live, and The Opener is actually following the journey of the Revival Live. And it's like, it was important for me to have ownership in both. So I was very vital and hands-on with the process of both projects or whatnot.
Well, let's talk about Friday, November 15th. What time does the show start and how can people get tickets?
So the show starts at 7:30 p.m. Please be on time. Now, y'all know Gary, Indiana, y'all traffic is ungodly.
It's the devil.
So get here early. The show starts at 7:30. We are going to have a few warm-up acts just to kind of get y'all used to laughing, and then after that, when these curtains open, just know I'm about to bring you the show of all shows.
So we talked about Tamar, but there are 5 other
oh my
folks
God,
on this list.
I know you didn't lay your hat on Tamar. You got the incomparable Grammy Award-winning Leandria Johnson.
Ooh, you were naming them and they were screaming the other night. Yeah,
Leandria Johnson, Molly Music, and I'm excited to say Molly Music is also joining me on the Revival Live tour that kicks off in February. So I'm excited about that. I had to look. Zacardi Cortez, who I'm a huge fan of, Pastor Dietrich Hatton. And even what's special about Dietrich Hatton was on Jonathan McReynolds' tour, my 3 tours I did, Jonathan McReynolds' Make My Room tour, Long Live Love tour, Kurt Franklin, Tattoo Trip, All Things New tour. All 3 times, the first time I was like, I'm doing Great God is my intro, Dietrich Hatton. Kurt, I'm going to change it up. I listened to all these other songs, and after my spirit, there's no... The Great God did it again. So on Ty now is after COVID. So it's my first big tour after COVID. And again, I'm like, I'm looking at all this stuff, and so I'm like, Great God.
Great God.
And so literally, I realized that when I host, Great God is my intro, and it's the same thing it was last week. It was like, so now when it's my headline spot, one thing I'll tell you, when it's my headline spot, how I think is different.
Okay.
I'm very artistic driven.
Okay.
So you're going to see act outs. You're going to see. I am extra. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to see.
I saw you on Dine. I'm telling you all, go back to the Gary Community School Corporation page and see for yourselves. Yeah. And then hurry up and get your tickets. So
we are down to like the last 140 tickets.
Out of $19.99 plus the pit. And hand-picked pit, so I'm in the pit, y'all. I done put myself in the pit.
I'm just trying to figure out who got to 99 and just stopped.
Yeah, they're like
Even Hezekiah Walker said 99 and a half won't do.
Yeah.
Y'all only got 99, but yes, you can be in the pit.
Okay.
Just bring that good energy or whatnot, and because like for me, you're going to get jumping, you're going to get dancing, you're going to literally, I'm about to burn the stage.
Yeah.
I come as a ball of energy. And so if you see me during the day, you're going to see me way down here. That's not because I'm bougie, it's because I know a level of adrenaline that's going to take
what it's
place.
about to be.
So like literally I'm low vibrations
Okay.
because when that music hits, whoever the other part of Travele clicks in.
Oh, I love
and
this.
and then you're getting the other side of me. You're getting,
we are so honored that you selected Westside to do this amazing show. So there's the recording that's going to happen, right, of the show?
So it's two recordings. You got the opener reality show is filming that day.
Okay.
And you have the actual Revival Live being filmed. And I think, now it's not all cameramen, but I think it's a total of 13 cameras just in Revival Live.
Give my good side, y'all. Come to the pit, y'all.
I'm telling y'all, man, y'all come on. It's going to be, and I wish you guys can see this stage.
Oh, man, they know.
This stage, if you know how it looks, just know when you arrive next week, it's not going to look nothing like this.
Nothing.
It's even, I'm just so grateful to God and what he's doing. And there have been struggles I've been going through. I won't put him on blast yet, but a pastor has scammed me out of a lot of money. And I just hope he don't end up in nobody's pool pit, because if I get there, I'm going to have a revival at his church real quick. So with that being said,
Pastor, pay up.
Yeah,
just pay up.
Literally it's been some stuff, and I'll be real, in front of my 2,000 new supporters next week. I'm gonna say his name. I advise you.
That's one reason to come.
I advise you to make it right before, and I'll put his picture on my big screens. I'll be behind you.
And they're gonna be big because this is West Side.
It's gonna be huge. So
and this is not comedy. I don't feel the comedic energy with that.
That part ain't funny no more.
And I was saying to you before we went live that higher levels, bigger devils, and you had said I just needed the $10,000. I was broke. Well, let me tell y'all, he doesn't look nor does he smell broke. Now he's just all this cologne.
Do I smell steak over here?
Tom Ford. I don't know what it is that's going on the stage, but it's just all over the stage. But no, it's as you increase, you have those haters, you have the non-believers, you have the obstacles. But I know that you're going to keep going.
Oh yeah, I got to, and I'm so grateful because I've been getting messages from people I don't even know, and like a few of them today was like, I know you got the star-studded lineup, but I bought tickets because I saw you on Diamond Kirkin, and they're nice, but I'm paying to see you. And for me, I was fighting back tears because
I would have too.
That's something I've been waiting
to hear. That headliner stuff is just brewing, it's roasting, it's marinating.
And that's the thing, and for me, it's like I have closed plenty of shows. Like when it's when I'm on shows, I can do the hour, right? But to me, there's a difference between a closer and a headliner. A closer, you're funny, you can go up here and do an hour, you can kill the crowd. But a headliner draws money. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
the big. And to me, how I look at it is on a low end. This is a low end. If your name is not drawing at least $25,000, you're not a headliner. You're just a closer.
Okay.
Right now, if I'm being just brutally honest, Travele is a strong closer.
Okay.
But Travele's not a headliner yet. Okay. And for me, when I can put my name on Chicago Theater on State Street, and under my name it says sold out, it don't say Tamar and all these other people. If it just says Travele and I can do that by myself, that makes me a headliner. Wow. And so for those of you guys that come into the Revival Live, understand the level of intensity I'm putting in the show, the level of work. I haven't really even got a chance to sleep really good because I'm in dance rehearsal, I'm in vocal coaching, I'm in vocal and band rehearsal, and then I got light rehearsal because I was very specific on how I want the show to feel, how I want it to smell, how I want to fine-tune your sensory apparatus when you walk in this door. Whoa. And so I want to give you guys something that no other comic is giving you. And I'm not saying I'm better than them. I'm just saying respect the difference in who I am.
Yes, you created your path and you're walking in your lane. Yeah. And I am so excited that it's happening right here. And what's my favorite place? Gary, Indiana. I'm a Gary girl, and we open our arms to those who come to utilize the spaces in our community. And the Westside Theater Guild is one of the most top-notch theaters in Northwest Indiana.
So that's the reason why I chose here, though. Okay. The reason because the vision God gave me was I felt like he was showing me that he's going to expand my territory.
Ooh.
But it was, I want to do something different with you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody does Chicago specials, Atlanta, New York. But what about Gary, Indiana? What about Fort Wayne? What about Jackson, Mississippi?
Yeah.
What about Columbus, Georgia?
Yeah.
And so for me, I was like, I could go to Chicago, but it's like, I feel like Gary is an amazing town that gets looked over consistently. So how do we infuse light back into that place? Well, I'm going to just do my part. I'm going to give you guys the Revival Live. And I'll even tell you, I'm a forward thinker. My next special I'm going to do will be April 2026 on the campus of Jackson State in Mississippi. So I want to go to the forgotten places. And even as God takes me to the next level, when I do my big tours, first of all, I'm in love with touring. So that's, I love
I can
touring.
tell this is the 32nd person you've hoping for. And now we're about to transition into our headliner status. And I'm going to say it all started here. I sure hope I'll be able to, like, he'll may answer my email or tweet or something. I'm feeling some kind of way already. I'm like, he's going to get too big. And he's going to be like, Chelsea, who? And I'll be like, the West Side, the Gary, you know what you said? Then I'm going to send you the clip. And I'll be like, here's what you said.
I honestly, this process has been so tedious. God has humbled me so much. I don't have, put it this way, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my humbling. Imagine you're on a tour, and you're performing in front of 3,500 people in Caesar's Palace, but you can't afford to stay there.
Oh, my God.
So
that's pretty humbling.
And everywhere in that town, the cheapest hotel was $425 a night. I had like $150. So I performed in front of 3,500 people, and I slept in a pickup truck that night.
Wow.
Now, at that time, I was 468 pounds.
That's a testimony.
So literally, but it goes back to how bad do you want it? Because, see, people see you when you're here, but there is a whole lot of stuff between here and here.
Oh, yes.
And so it's just that it's kind of like when you go to GPS, right? And you put the GPS in, a lot of times GPS is giving you turn by turn. And so literally in this GPS of my career, I didn't see sleeping in a car on a Kirk Franklin tour. I didn't see being on a Kirk Franklin tour and my phone getting cut off. I didn't see out there fighting on one tour and losing a best friend, and now your trucking company that was thriving now is $1 million in debt. So all these dips and turns that created the layers of my story, it's like I didn't see it, and honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because what I would have signed up for, probably not.
Yeah, you would retreat.
Like, yeah. I'm like, maybe I could just be a greeter at Walmart. It seemed like so much less stress.
No, we need your talent.
Because I could just pretend like I'm checking a receipt like they do. Like they okay, perfect, here you go. I could do that.
I could do that because I don't have any glasses. I'm like, yeah, it's the VCR. Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah. So literally, it's the thing. It's like it's just like how bad you want it.
Yes.
And so, man, I'm just so grateful to be in Gary, Indiana. I'm like I said, man, shout out to State Senator now, Mark Spencer, who he allowed me to come in. He allowed me just to be me.
He allowed us to come in here tonight. I was like, Mark, I need the theater tonight. He was like, tonight? Say less. My man, we are in West Side Theater.
I love this place.
I love this place, and I am a proud graduate, and I am here with Travele Judon. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
And I am just excited. I want to thank you for this opportunity. Shout out to Markeisha Coleman one more time for plugging us in.
Shout out to the whole Coleman family.
Aren't they, with all their talented selves?
Man, and I don't even know if she told you how we met.
How?
Know? So I'm embarrassed. So when I do shows, I always get inboxes of, can I be a vendor? Can I open for you? You need your hair cut. You need you to rub your feet.
Ooh,
Can I pray with you before the show?
Okay.
We grease elbows. I mean, it's always something. And so I got the message from her about opening for me, and I just ignored it because she was like the 10th person in a day. So, and it was early in the morning. But what stuck out to me was a few hours later, she came right back. And that persistence reminded me of me, because what people don't know is, like, we talk about Travele being on the Kirk Franklin tour. That's 2019. I was trying to go on the Kirk Franklin tour since 2012. I found For Your Soul Entertainment's phone number and email, and I was calling, emailing, and I had never even got a go away, fat boy. I didn't get nothing. And it wasn't until Kirk saw me on John tour. And so her persistence, I can relate to that. So
Love.
I say, all right, we're filming at Westside Theater, my reality show on Friday. Y'all come. I'm thinking in my head, production, you'll make good TV. And I'm like, they probably be trash. I'm not gonna lie, that's what I thought. Because a lot of times when people audition for me, I'm like, oh, Jesus, help us. What is this? I don't want to speak your ministry, but singing is not for you in the name of Jesus.
Yeah.
And so they walk in, and they're all wearing khakis. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's...
The family reunion time.
I was like, so either this is going to be really clever or really just trash. And literally, so again, my expectations now is like way low. So they come middle of the stage, and my producer had me sit in the front so he can videotape me, videotape them. And they get to begin to sing, and goosebumps.
I'm trying to tell you.
And it was one song I felt my tear ducts. I'm like, okay, I'm done. They done. Stop singing. Shut up. Don't sing nothing else, because I'm about to go in.
I love it.
Unannounced.
And that's the kind of talent that's born and bred here in Gary, Indiana.
And so what happened is I already had background singers, and I was like, I think for the show I want to beef it up. And I was like, they might not want to do it. But I'm like, look. So I hit up. I said, hey, Markeisha, look, I understand I want to open, but I was wondering, would you guys consider to actually working with me? And she was like, I'll talk to the family, but I don't think it's a problem. She called back like, we down. And so Bishop, Jazzy, Judah, Markeisha Jr. or Big Cree, I call it Cree, Markeisha, DJ, who, if y'all don't know Dwayne Coleman Jr., that boy is a superstar.
It's in their blood.
And so literally, but all of them, like, you hear, they have this beautiful voice. Like, I was sitting, and I was listening to a video on Facebook, and I listened to Jazzy sing, and she was touching my heart. Like, and she has a sweet voice, and it was like, I was just like, oh my God, it's like, she's so angelic, you know? But I listened to all of them, and then Bishop, Bishop sing or whatever.
Long time.
So when I tell you, it was like, I was so grateful, and it's like, they've made me feel like family.
Yes.
But like I said, I also got a shout out to all my singers, Trina, my best friend Rob, I call her Bestie, Melissa, Mikey, or Mike, because I don't know, y'all know him as Mikey, I call him Mike, but that's Mikey. Am I missing somebody? And then all my whole band.
Okay,
know,
the band,
right?
everybody.
So, because I got 11 background singers, I got a 6-piece band, I got 13 background dancers, and I don't know if you guys are ever fans of the show Bring It On Lifetime. The young lady Sanjay Williams, I used to work with her. She is one of my background dancers. So she was flying in from Mississippi for rehearsals. Like, and mind you, that's just tell you just how great this situation is and how blessed I am, because there were no straight flights from Jackson to Chicago. So she's taking, she would leave and take a connecting flight there and back, and just for rehearsal.
Well, then what does that say about you, TJ?
Man,
people call you that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm getting all familiar.
TJ is the name when I be calling restaurants, and I be like, yeah, it's TJ. Okay. The fact that they know my order is kind of scary.
Oh,
you
no,
know?
I'm doing one after this. I'll be placing one for our favorite jerk place, and they just say, hey, Chelsea, when I call in.
Actually,
right
I was
here,
so mad
Gary.
because last night I ordered jerk and it got canceled. Uber Eats, I was so mad. I was like, bro,
man,
my mouth was set on that. Because one of my weight loss hacks is I do higher protein, low carbs. So, if I go jerk, I'll get, jerk chicken, and I'll do double cabbage, no rice.
Yeah,
and
I'll do the salmon
your boy,
and double cabbage.
170 down now. 170 down.
That's a whole nother show, y'all, to talk the whole weight loss, because guess what? Now that you have been a guest on CWIT Session, you are going to have a forever connection to me and the citizens of Gary and Northwest Indiana and Chicago. I dabble in Chicago now. Black Women's Expo, that's me. Chicago
I've
Urban League.
hosted something there. The Years of Food Network. After I came off John tour, they had me host something in Black there.
And Fantasia's coming Saturday night. She'll be here for the Chicago Urban League Gala.
Oh man!
On Saturday night, you said you opened for her.
I heard her back in 2013.
Yeah, well, your pedigree, your repertoire, your track record is far beyond impressive. And I count it a blessing that you have been able to come not once, but twice now. It's going to be number 2, November 15th. Give the link again. You all need to get your tickets. He said like 140 out of 1,999 tickets or less. So that's like less than 10%. Look at that math that Westside taught me.
Well, let's look at this. This is the math that actually works. I don't know what logarithms and the Pythagorean theorem, that ain't never helped me not one bit.
It's 140 tickets now. We know that.
So therevivallive.com. Now you gotta say therevivallive.com. Make sure y'all get that. And for those of you who are watching, when I leave here, I'm actually headed to 102.3 FM, where your boy is taking over from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. tonight. Okay. And it's the Travele show again, so I'm excited. My boy Norris, who hooked up for me. But yeah, therevivallive.com, Friday, November 15th.
7:30, be on time, be early.
Please be on time.
Will there be vendors and stuff again, or stuff in the surge? What are we doing? Food, something that'll just be like, let me go do that and then get my seat.
So what I did was I had vendors to reach out to me. Selfishly enough, I'll be real, I'll be honest, selfishly enough, we have merch. Okay. And I was and so I'm like, I can't have.
So that's the vendor.
So yeah, I got, cause like this is even one of my shirts. This is God is good, bro. This is my brand. And so I'm gonna have that. Actually, the new shirt I dropped, cause I'm gonna take it on tour too. It just says The Revival Live on the back. It said the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately.
So now, can we get this online for somebody? Because I have people watching from all over.
So actually, good you say that. I was going to post the merch this weekend. Okay. So it'll be on TraveleJudon.com. So, but literally the merch is like, I want to drop it because I'm even going to send it. So all the people who bought tickets, I appreciate you guys so much. I thank you so much. I'm actually going to send out an email blast to them as well. Just saying, hey, how about you guys get your Revival merch before you get here? Cause
send me the language. I'm gonna send it to my 40,000 folks too.
Oh, come on.
Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all.
Man, Gary, I love you guys, and I pray that this show just blesses you so much. And I know it's gonna be a big blessing because the way the devil is battling me,
oh my
and
God,
the pressure,
it's gonna be amazing.
It's like it gotta be, because it's like, why he keep bothering me?
I know. Stay back, devil. That's all right. That is all right.
Chilling,
we are with you, Jay, and the TJ.
I've been called
Judon. The last thing, I just have to reminisce real quick. If you all, please go back and watch the Donnie McClurkin video on the Gary Community School Corporation page. There's this part where he directs us, the whole auditorium, as a choir. And we get the sopranos, the altos. As you can tell, my voice is kind of deep, so I was kind of down there with the tenors and the bass. But I was holding the key when, they do the hallelujah, salvation and glory, honor and power to the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Yes. And then we take the phones out, and it's a beautiful sight. I saw you get emotional. I was right there in the pit. Yeah. I saw you lose.
I don't understand how you can listen to that song and not be moved by just the
man. I'm thinking about it now.
Think about and I'm gonna tell you how God works. I know we probably over time. The band was not even cued.
No,
they
just jumped
now. Actually, what I'm excited is Judah was playing. Judah, of course,
Judah's
a part of Revival Live, so he probably was orchestrated it. Yeah, that's my boy. I love me some Judah. That's my guy. I love.
Yeah, he was so popular.
I love you, Judah.
He was so popular in high school. Oh my God, they loved him.
They knew nothing about it. I didn't even know I was gonna be back there. This was my time, and normally
did that together.
That was God. Like praise literally, God. The only person that was gonna do it was me.
Oh,
so
man.
I just knew when I heard it, I was like, Travele, this crowd need that. So give it to them. And then so even like if you I have the video too, I posted some on my social media, but if you see how it starts off, and the band is very subtle, and actually I even share it to you too. Like my executive producer had a camera, and he puts the camera down. It's like you can't see, you just see almost the bottom of my feet. And when he comes back up, all of a sudden the lights are on, and then the band kicks in, and I'm like, this is God.
You can't rehearse that. That's just organic. Oh my God. Yeah. And when you watch it, just ignore me. I'm on tune. I got a little loud. And I was like, oh, they can hear me on the live. I was like, salvation. I got all into it.
We need that.
we worship. Right
literally,
here in this-
that was the moment for you to whatever, like so, whatever you're doing, like it was the moment for you to now let loose. Because honestly, I'm not a weird person. I don't come. I'm a cry on stage today. That ain't my thing. You know, I prefer to cry in my car by myself.
I know.
And
But when it comes up,
but when it come and like literally, I wasn't expecting.
it was beautiful.
That
It was. Thank you.
And I was like,
say.
I wanted to hug everybody here. Like, y'all get a line. I'm gonna hug everybody.
Everybody.
If you got COVID, I'll send you a text message hug. But I'm gonna hug everybody. I'm just praying because, like I said, I'm gonna give it away. That song is already a part of my set.
That's it. I can't wait.
It's a part of my set.
Me, hallelujah.
Literally.
Okay, I'll be ready. So tell everybody how they can follow you, and we're going to get out of here so you can get to the radio station.
Listen up, y'all. Follow me on, what's my name again? Oh, yeah. Travele Judon. So my first name is spelled like the word travel. After the L, put an E. If you can't spell travel, you don't need to follow me then, because birds of a feather flock together. So Travele, Travele, last name Judon. That's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. That's on MySpace. That's on Black Planet. That's
Did
on
he
all
say
that.
MySpace, y'all?
That's on AOL, CD-ROMs. That's on all that. You know what I mean?
Floppy disk. Look, I can go back with you. Come on, it's on the 8-track.
Oh God!
I dated myself. Yes.
That you passed
Real
it
to
over.
real.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You way past it now, but
Okay.
but
I'll
no,
stop.
all that, and of course tickets available on therevivallive.com. Look, y'all stop wasting y'all time. Get these tickets. I'm asking God right now. I want this show to be sold out by the end of this week, because I do not feel like I just gonna sound bad. Don't y'all judge me. Don't you judge me. I don't feel like doing none of these interviews next week. I don't, because literally when I tell you my set arrives Monday. It takes about a day and a half to build my set.
Okay.
We run in full on productions Wednesday. Okay. So Wednesday we're running full production rehearsal. Myself, the dancers, everybody else. Thursday, everybody but Tamar arrives.
Of course.
Now,
I was going to say, tell Tamar to call me. We'll do lunch.
She ain't coming to Friday. So, but she's filming a project as well. So she's literally getting out of here to be here or whatnot. But Thursday, everybody be here. Molly, Diedrich, Leandria, they'll all be here.
Awesome.
So literally, and we'll be doing, because the cameras will be here as well. So we'll be kind of scripted to make sure it looks good, because I want the world to see Gary, Indiana in the very best light. And so, it's important for me to do this community a just service, and that's where I'm at with the situation. So, therevivallive.com, The Revival Live. And if you are watching, please stay tuned. Well, I'm not about to drive on live, so that's not going to happen. I'm going to get off, but at 8 p.m., I am, for those of you who be on the radio, 102.3 FM. I'm taking over for an hour from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. or whatnot. But I appreciate you for having me. I enjoy this. I actually like this kind of. This is my favorite kind of interviews, just to talk.
Yes, organic, and it's real. It's real and it's raw. It's a See-Wit session. A See-Wit session is a pop-up interview in a pop-up location with a surprise guest. The surprise has been revealed. It is Travele Judon. You do not want to miss November 15th, right here, Westside Leadership Academy, the Westside Theater, 900 Jerry Street in beautiful Gary, Indiana. Everybody, thanks so much for watching. Share this video, and we will see you on the 15th. And go ahead and tune in to 102.3.
102.3 FM. I'll be there at 8 p.m. tonight, so y'all tune in. I'll be also going back live again, but I can't drive on live because the cops say I can go to jail. And I don't want that to happen before the revival. But after, I'll do 60 days in. Okay. That's the TV show.
Bye, y'all. Crazy.